to scream back the principle of the night. Are you ready? All right. Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here on the first night of Kwanzaa, the first principle of Kwanzaa, which is Umoja. Umoja. Umoja, we know, means unity. Unity among God's people. Unity among the community. Unity within the family. So this first principle is so significant because we can't have the other principles without first coming together in unity. And so tonight, we are here to kick off this celebration with unity. We know the history of Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa means the first fruits of the harvest. That there was a time in the African tradition, whenever the brothers and sisters in the community came together to harvest, they would give back the first fruit to God. And so here we know that Dr. Mahalana Karinga felt and thought it was necessary that African American people would have a holiday that we celebrate, a celebration for us. Because we know that historically all nationalities, all people come here to this North America and they celebrate their holidays, their celebration. Well, for African American people, we have Kwanzaa, the first fruits of the harvest. And so we must continue to lift up this sacred celebration for African American people and the liberation of our people. Is that right? Right. That's right. We have to do it. We have to teach the children. The scripture tells us, teach your children and your children's children, lest they forget. And it's no wonder that we continue to run rampant in the community and our children growing up like uncultivated weed. Why? Because we need to continue to teach them their historical greatness. So here tonight, we're here to celebrate. We're here to celebrate Umoja. We're here to kick this celebration off. We also have some principles and symbols that we will be lifting up tonight. We know that many of us have celebrated Kwanzaa for many years, and we know the significance of each one of these symbols that we have here. We know that the word Habarigani means what's happening, what's going on, what's happening, what's going on in your life. So when one say Habarigani each night of the week, then you are to respond according to that particular principle of the night. So Habarigani means what's happening. And then we know that we have what we call Harambe. Harambe. Later in this celebration, we will say Harambe 7 times. Harambe means let's pull together. Let's pull together. And so we have some symbols here on this table. We have the Kikombe Cha Umoja. That's the unity cup. We have the unity cup. It was a time where brothers and sisters, and I don't know about you, but when I was out there in my early days, out there hanging, there were times that the brothers would get together and the brothers would pass that little jug along with each other. Brothers, don't y'all act like y'all had been there before. You know, and we would share it and we would drop a little bit for the brother that ain't there. We're going to talk about libation a little bit later. But anyway, there is a unity cup where we pass that cup around and we share together. Then there's another principle is Kanara. That is the Kanara is the 7 candle holders. Each candle represents the principle of the night. So that's the Kanara. Then we also have the Mahindi. The Mahindi is the corn. The Mahindi is the corn. And as we teach here, our chief always reminds us about the importance of this Mahindi, this corn. This corn symbolizes, this is so interesting, that if you take one kernel of this corn and you plant that kernel into the ground, that kernel will grow not to become one kernel, not to become one ear, but a whole stalk. And so this Muhindi means that we celebrate the continuation of our generations from one generation to the next. Then we have the Mkeka, the straw mat, which is the foundation from which all things lie. Then we have Mashuma, which are the candles. And then we have what we're going to do shortly, Tambinko, which is the libation. And then we have Zawadi, which are the gifts. So I just wanted to share those symbols with you tonight.